I actually figured out, I think this is actually important to mention, like when the developers of Blender made these nodes like combine, and I am going to take the separate to oh, can you stop moving? Okay, so Shift A, separate. The Unreal Engine did start. Where are you, Unreal? Okay, let's see. Alright, I have my project. I'm not gonna open it just yet. Okay, so the 5.3 object is here. With these, it's like they name these combine because the flow of these nodes is like this is going to go into this, and then you're gonna put this into here and then combine this into something else. The problem is if you come from like actually someone who is trying to use it from the perspective of a person who is trying to use this, there's a slight problem with this sort of logic. It's like if you're going into this thing and you're building this up, you are building this tree one by one from your beginning mesh up until this point where you now need to connect this into this part. But this part, for some reason, although it should completely be the case that these have just three like little dots that separate these from each other, what you're thinking is like you're coming into here and you're on the instance on points, and what you're doing here is you want to separate these into something that you can then plug in. So what you constantly think is like, I'm going to take the separate XYZ node, but if you look at the separate XYZ node, it's the inverse of what you want. The one you want is the combine, because the developers are thinking, when I plug these things in, then you combine it into the rotation, which is two completely different mindsets. There are like colliding with each other and just making at least my life very difficult. Okay, now I have, okay, beautiful.